4 simple ways of motivating our children who have learning disabilities. Hey there, I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to be looking at the fact that, kids, they love doing what they enjoy, right? But when they are faced with unpreferred tasks, doesn't matter what they are diagnosed with, it's just not something they enjoy doing. And that's okay. We as adults are like that as well, right? So our job though is to figure out how we can help our kids who have learning disabilities so that they are motivated, because it can be very difficult if you are a teacher in a class by yourself. I've been there with a whole bunch of needs and it is daunting. So let's break this down into something that can be universally accepted into your classroom so that you're able to meet different needs without having to overly stress yourself out, but you'll see great progress. And it can be very difficult because it is important. It really is important for us to educate ourselves about different learning disabilities and different learning needs, but I know we can't always do that. And I also understand that a child with dyslexia, for example, has very different needs from a child with autism. And autism in and of itself has different, different parts of the spectrum. So I know that I'm generalizing there, but while we are educating ourselves when we have time, because we don't always have that time, it's also important for us to be able to help the kids right now in our space. So let's get right into the 4 different things we can implement right now, okay? Number 1 is find understanding. So what you're going to be doing is, instead of just talking to the child, or instead of just forcing things on our child, we get them to do tasks. And while they're doing a task, we actually observe them. What comes easy to them? What's really difficult? How do they work? What are they motivated by? What excites them? What doesn't excite them? We take that in, we make notes about that, and then the next step is to actually take that and talk to the child about it and have that one-on-one conference with them. Not every child is able to articulate what they are thinking, but those that can do that, it's really great. It's really important for you to be able to see that, because then you can compare your notes with what they're saying and differentiate accordingly, okay? That's number 1. And it does take time. You're not going to be able to do that with just one assignment. It's going to take a couple of assignments before you can formulate a plan. Number 2 is use chunking. So with this, it's take one big task and break it down into the smallest details. And I know we don't have a lot of time, and it's probably super annoying when a child keeps coming up to you, what do I do next? What do I do next? But if you break it down to the smallest bits, it actually allows them to be able to process what they're working on at a reasonable pace. When they're done that small bit, then they can work on the next and the next and the next. It allows them to feel a sense of success. When they hit that, that wall, then okay, this is too much. We're going to take a break. We're going to stop. Okay? But if you give them everything all at once, it's going to be too much to do. Okay? So number 3 is enjoy playing. Kids love playing. It doesn't matter what age. They could be in kindergarten, they could be in grade 7, they could be in grade 12. They enjoy engaging in learning when it's related to play. So if there's a task that's difficult for your kids, take that and change that into a little bit of a game. So with younger kids, when they're learning to count, I get them to jump, for example, so that it's a lot of kinesthetic movement there. And helps them with their memory. With older kids, like adults, for example, when we're learning new concepts, I've had them get up and start dancing. And that works for them as well. So some of them, especially in teenagers, maybe like, I don't know. But if you give them like an actual game to play, where it doesn't be dancing, it could be something completely different, they engage in it, they get excited about it, they get motivated about it. So those are things that you want to be able to implement right there. It doesn't have to take all night. It can be one quick, let's stand up, let's do this. Okay? It's like a switch. The 4th thing is give agency. So have them choose what they're going to work on. If this is not possible, because there are certain tasks that they do have to complete, then say, okay, well, if I need you to complete this assignment, well, how do you showcase your learning? Get them have a choice in how they do that. Or maybe they can choose their break after, their brain break after, so that they have something that they are choosing and something that they're looking forward to, okay? So let's actually, I also want to mention really quickly If you do not have a sensory area in your class and you're looking to create one on a budget, then I've got a free resource for you in my free resource library that's going to help you create the entire thing, create an entire sensory area, because not everybody has access to a sensory room. So if you want to be able to do that, check out the free resource library, and the way to do that is to click the link associated with this video. It says full episode. Check out number 4 at the very end of step number 4. You're going to be able to get your hands on that. All right. So let's recap really quickly. We've talked about the importance of being able to help our kids with learning disabilities, which I know you know. And then we talked about 4 different aspects to being able to do that. Number 1 is find understanding. Number 2 is use chunking. Number 3 is enjoy playing. And number 4 is give agency. Again, if you want the free resource that I talked about for creating a sensory area, check out the full episode. And I look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. In the meantime, thank you for joining me, and remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you later. Bye.